बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम। कैसे हैं आप लोग? ठीक ठाक हैं? Advances in supply chain management, and we are at part 3, that is implementing advanced planning systems. Before coming towards today's lecture, let's have a summary of the last lecture. In the business environment at the beginning of the third millennium, the performance of a business relative to the invested capital is in the focus of managers and shareholders. तीसरे मिलेनियम के शुरू में बिजनेस एनवायरनमेंट का फोकस जो है दैट इज द परफॉर्मेंस, और जो कि रिलेट करता है शेयर होल्डर्स और मैनेजर के फोकस का इन्वेस्टमेंट कैपिटल के ऊपर. द टर्म शेयर होल्डर वैल्यू इज यूबिक्विशियस. द रिटर्न ऑन कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड रोस is a measure of the returns that a company is realizing from its capital. ये रिटर्न ऑन कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड जो है ये एक मेजर है रिटर्न का जो कि कंपनी रियलाइज करती है अपने कैपिटल के ऊपर. एक्सपेंसेस आर पार्शियली कंट्रोल्ड इंटरनली एंड पार्शियली एक्सटर्नली. एक्सपेंसेस का कुछ हिस्सा इंटरनली कंट्रोल होता है और कुछ एक्सटर्नली. इन एवरी इंडस्ट्री देयर इज अ कॉस्ट सेगमेंट दैट इज डिटरमिन्ड बाय द टाइप ऑफ प्रोडक्शन. एक्सपेंसेस पार्शली इंटरनली कंट्रोल होते हैं और पार्शली एक्सटर्नली. हर इंडस्ट्री में एक कॉस्ट सेगमेंट होता है जो कि डिटरमिन होता है टाइप ऑफ प्रोडक्शन के साथ. सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट कॉन्सेप्ट सपोर्टेड बाय एपीएस फंक्शनैलिटी एनेबल अ सप्लाई चेन टू क्विकली रिएक्ट टू एक्सटर्नल चेंजेस एंड बाय दैट हेल्प टू इम्प्रूव द रिटर्न ऑन एसेट्स. सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट कॉन्सेप्ट सपोर्ट करते हैं एपीएस फंक्शनैलिटी को, जो इनेबल करते हैं सप्लाई चेन को क्विकली रिएक्ट करने पर एक्सटर्नल चेंजेस के, और बाय दैट हेल्प टू इम्प्रूव द रिटर्न ऑन एसेट्स. However, having identified improvement potentials related to revenue, improvement potentials जो कि revenue से related है, इनको identify करने के बाद expenses और assets do not necessarily tell how to realize these potentials. Expenses और assets जो हैं ये ज़रूरी नहीं कि बताएं to realize these potentials. Which levers exist to create additional demand? कौन से levers exist करते हैं additional demand के लिए? And transform this into additional revenue. और जो इसको transform करते हैं additional revenue के अंदर. What is the root cause of excess expenses or assets? Which SCM concept can help? What module of an APS do I need? In case there are multiple things I can do to improve the return on asset, how shall I prioritize? So this was the lecture which we discussed in the last class by having a composition of multiple questions. Today we are going to start chapter number 16, the selection process. The layout for today's lecture would be, हम लोग स्टार्ट करेंगे बात इंट्रोडक्शन से, फिर क्रिएशन ऑफ शॉर्ट लिस्ट पे बात करेंगे, प्लानिंग प्रोसेसेस पे बात करेंगे, इंडस्ट्री फोकस एंड एक्सपीरियंस पे बात करेंगे, इंफॉर्मेशन ऑन द एपीएस वेंडर कंपनीज पे बात करेंगे, लाइसेंस फीस पे बात करेंगे, इम्प्लीमेंटेशन टाइम एंड कॉस्ट पे बात करेंगे, एपीएस रिक्रूटमेंट्स पे बात करेंगे, इम्प्लीमेंटेशन एंड इंटीग्रेशन पे बात करेंगे, और पोस्ट इम्प्लीमेंटेशन एफर्ट्स एंड सपोर्ट मॉडल पे बात करेंगे. As far as introduction is concerned, in the last decade, advanced planning systems became a relatively mature software technology. पिछले decade में advanced planning systems जो हैं ये एक relatively mature software technology बने. Many major software vendors, especially the providers of ERP systems like SAP and Oracle, invested in APS technology and provide now a broad spectrum of APS modules and functionality. कई major software vendors, especially providers of ERP system जैसे SAP है या Oracle है, इन्वेस्ट किया इन्होंने APS टेक्नोलॉजी के अंदर और प्रोवाइड नाउ अ ब्रॉड स्पेक्ट्रम, और एक ब्रॉड स्पेक्ट्रम प्रोवाइड करते हैं APS मॉड्यूल्स और फंक्शनैलिटी को. One of the first advanced planning systems was OPT. एक पहला advanced planning system OPT था that was implemented एंड ऑफ द 1980s, जिसको इम्प्लीमेंट किया गया एट द एंड ऑफ 1980s. OPT is based on the theory of constraints, Goldratt 1990. OPT based था theory of constraints के ऊपर, stipulating that the constraints of a production system have to be represented in detail in a planning system in order to exploit and to control its performance. क्योंकि stipulate करा था constraints को एक production system के, जिसे represent करना था in detail एक planning system में, ताकि एक्सप्लॉइट किया जा सके और कंट्रोल किया जा सके इसकी परफॉर्मेंस को. द सॉफ्टवेयर वेंडर ऑफ OPT, STG Holdings Incorporation was acquired by Menugistics in 2001. सॉफ्टवेयर वेंडर ऑफ OPT, STG Holding जो है ये एक्वायर किया गया Menugistics in 2001, which was acquired by JDA in 2006, जिसको एक्वायर किया गया JDA से 2006 में. Since 2005, more than 20 acquisitions of APS vendors could be counted. 2005 से लेकर 20 से ज़्यादा acquisitions APS vendors की काउंट की जा सकती थी. 12 of these took place between 2010 and 2013. इनमें से 12 2010 और 2013 में हुई. There is a continuous consolidation of the APS market ongoing. एक मुसलसल कंसोलिडेशन है APS मार्केट की, which is ongoing. Figure 16.1 gives an overview of the acquisitions of major APS providers of last 15 years. Figure 16.1 एक ओवरव्यू देती है एक्विजिशन का मेजर APS प्रोवाइडर्स के पिछले 15 सालों में. The APS vendors included in figure 16.1 were selected according to a high degree of coverage of the APS functionality as defined by the supply chain planning matrix. APS vendors जो कि 16.1 फिगर के अंदर इंक्लूड किए गए, ये सेलेक्ट किए गए हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू अ हाई डिग्री ऑफ कवरेज ऑफ द APS फंक्शनैलिटी, जिसको डिफाइन किया गया सप्लाई चेन प्लानिंग मैट्रिक्स के अंदर. सी फिगर 4.3 on page 77. The major players in the supply chain management software arena are SAP, Oracle, JDA, Ariba and Manhattan Associates. Major players जो supply chain management software के arena में हैं, ये SAP हैं, Oracle, JDA, Ariba and Manhattan Associates. In 2012, these 5 software vendors together had a share of 49% of worldwide SCM सॉफ्टवेयर रेवेन्यूज. 2012 में इन 5 सॉफ्टवेयर वेंडर्स का मिलाकर 49% ऑफ वर्ल्ड वाइड सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट सॉफ्टवेयर का रेवेन्यू था. इन 2012 SAP टोक ओवर अरीबा. 2012 में SAP ने अरीबा को टेक ओवर किया, इंक्रीजिंग द गैप इन सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट रिलेटेड रेवेन्यू बिटवीन Oracle एंड SAP. गैप को इंक्रीज करते हुए सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट से रेलेवेंट रेवेन्यू Oracle और SAP के दरमियान. इन 2012 SAP हैड अ मार्केट शेयर ऑफ 21%. 2012 में SAP का मार्केट शेयर 21% था, बीइंग फॉलोड बाय Oracle विद अ मार्केट शेयर ऑफ 17%. Oracle को फॉलो करते हुए जिसका 17% था. JDA is number 3 with a market share of 5%. JDA तीसरे नंबर पे था 5% मार्केट शेयर के साथ, being the largest supply chain focused software vendor. Figure 16.2 shows the market volume and market share 2011 and 2012 of the top 5 supply chain management software vendors as published by Gartner 2013. Figure 16.2 शो करती है मार्केट वॉल्यूम और मार्केट शेयर 2011 और 12 के अंदर टॉप 5 सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट कंपनीज का. Besides the top 5, after the acquisition of Ariba by SAP, top 5 के besides Ariba को जब SAP ने acquire कर लिया तो top 4 software vendors, there are still many small to mid-size software vendors on the market. कई छोटे mid-size software vendors market में मौजूद हैं, mainly in specific market niches, खास तौर पर market niches में. The potential user has a large variety of systems to choose from, पोटेंशियल यूजर्स के पास एक लार्ज वैरायटी ऑफ सिस्टम्स है चूज करने के लिए, एंड इन मेनी केसेस अ क्लियर इंडिकेशन विच सिस्टम टू बाय एंड इम्प्लीमेंट इज नॉट एट हैंड। और पोटेंशियल यूजर के पास एक लार्ज वैरायटी ऑफ सिस्टम्स है चूज करने के लिए, कई केसेस में क्लियर आइडेंटिफिकेशन कि किस सिस्टम को ले और इम्प्लीमेंट करे नॉट एट हैंड। Thus, a systematic approach for the selection of an APS is required. इसलिए एक systematic approach की जरूरत थी selection के लिए APS के। The following 4 steps provide a guideline and a proven methodology for the selection of an APS. ये following 4 steps provide करते हैं guideline को और prove करते हैं methodology को for the selection of an APS. Number 1, create a short list of APS based on parameters such as supported planning processes, industry specifics, information on the APS vendor companies, license fees, and typical implementation time and effort for the APS. एक short list of APS create करना parameters की basis पर जो कि support करती है पूरे planning process को, जैसे industry specifics हैं, APS vendor companies की information है, लाइसेंस फीस है, टिपिकल इम्प्लीमेंटेशन टाइम है और एफर्ट फॉर द एपीएस है। असेस द एपीएस ऑन द शॉर्ट लिस्ट बेस्ड ऑन द रिक्वायरमेंट्स दैट हैव बीन कलेक्टेड इन द डेफिनेशन फेज ऑफ द एपीएस प्रोजेक्ट। सी चैप्टर 15, रिमूव एपीएस फ्रॉम द शॉर्ट लिस्ट दैट डू नॉट फुलफिल द मेजर रिक्वायरमेंट्स। दूसरा है कि असेस करें एपीएस को शॉर्ट लिस्ट में से जो कि रिक्वायरमेंट्स पर बेस करता हो, जिसको कलेक्ट किया है ऑन द डेफिनेशन फेज ऑफ द एपीएस प्रोजेक्ट। रिमूव कर दें एपीएस को शॉर्टलिस्ट में से दैट डू नॉट, जो कि फुलफिल नहीं करता मेजर रिक्वायरमेंट्स को। सेट अप अ डिटेल्ड इंप्लीमेंटेशन प्लान इंक्लूडिंग अ रिफाइंड एस्टिमेट ऑफ द एफर्ट एंड द टाइमलाइंस फॉर द इंप्लीमेंटेशन एंड इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ द एपीएस। सेटअप करें एक डिटेल्ड इंप्लीमेंटेशन प्लान को जो इंक्लूड करता हो एक रिफाइंड एस्टिमेट ऑफ एफर्ट और टाइमलाइन को फॉर द इम्प्लीमेंटेशन एंड इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ द एपीएस, इम्प्लीमेंटेशन और इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ एपीएस के लिए। कंपेयर द एपीएस वेंडर्स बेस्ड ऑन देयर पोस्ट इम्प्लीमेंटेशन एफर्ट। कंपेयर करें एपीएस वेंडर्स को जो कि पोस्ट इम्प्लीमेंटेशन एफर्ट पर बेस करता हो, एंड सपोर्ट मॉडल, अवेलेबिलिटी एंड कॉस्ट फॉर यूजर सपोर्ट, सर्विस फी, रिलीज, माइग्रेशन एटसेट्रा। ओवरऑल अगर आप देखिए तो शेयर जो है सैप का शेयर वाज 21%, ऑरेकल का वाज अबाउट 17%, जेडीए का और मैनहट्टन एसोसिएट्स और जो दूसरे हैं वो 51% थे। तो रेवेन्यू 2011-2012 की ग्रोथ रेट के साथ आर गिवन द टॉप 5 सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट सॉफ्टवेयर वेंडर्स बाय टोटल सॉफ्टवेयर रेवेन्यू वर्ल्डवाइड 2012 मिलियंस डॉलर्स। गार्टनर 2013 की द फिगर इज अवेलेबल, जिसमें हम लोग देख सकते हैं किसका कितना शेयर था। द रिजल्ट्स फ्रॉम द रिक्वायरमेंट्स एनालिसिस, implementation and integration planning and the support model are consolidated. Results requirement analysis में से implementation और integration planning में से इकट्ठे किए गए हैं जो कि resulting in a ranking of the APS vendor, जिनका result जो है वो ranking of APS vendors पे आता है। In the following sections we detail the selection methodology for the selection of an APS. Creation of a short list. In the early phase of the selection process, the strategic fit of the APS with the targeted planning process, the industry within which the supply chain is operating as far as industry solutions are concerned, the budget targeted for the APS implementation project, and the planned implementation time may be equally important as the features and functions. Early phases of selection process में स्ट्रेटेजिक फिट ऑफ एपीएस जो है ये टारगेटेड प्लानिंग प्रोसेस के साथ इंडस्ट्री जिसके बीच में सप्लाई चेन ऑपरेट करती है, बजट टारगेटेड फॉर द एपीएस इंप्लीमेंटेशन प्रोजेक्ट और प्लान इंप्लीमेंटेशन टाइम जो कि इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट है एज द फीचर्स एंड फंक्शंस। द असेसमेंट ऑफ द एपीएस बाय दीज क्राइटेरिया cuts down the number of APS that have to be considered in the subsequent detailed analysis. Assessment of APS जो है by these criteria ये cut down होती है number of APS में जिसको consider करना होता है subsequent detailed analysis में. By that time and effort for the selection process can be reduced. उस वक्त तक time और effort और जो selection process है इसको reduce किया जा सकता है. Planning processes. Table 16.1 lists a range of APS vendors. The information about the selected APS as shown in table 16.1 and in other tables for this chapter is based on 3 APS market surveys. ये information about selected APS जो कि 16.1 में show की गई बेस करती है 3 APS market surveys पर. Number 1, the first study is a market survey of supply chain management software conducted 2003 by the Supply Chain Management Competence and Transfer Center. पहली स्टडी एक मार्केट सर्वे की सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट सॉफ्टवेयर की कंडक्ट हुई 2003 में सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट कॉम्पिटेंस की तरफ से और ट्रांसफर सेंटर की तरफ से. लार्कमैन एट ऑल 2003. Larkman et al. Compared 23 APS vendors and give detailed information about the individual modules of the 23 APS grouped by vendors. The second study is a market survey focusing on SCM solutions for the medium-sized business conducted by the Business Application Research Center. दूसरी स्टडी मार्केट सर्वे जिसका फोकस सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट सॉल्यूशंस पर था मीडियम साइज बिजनेसेस के लिए हुई conducted by Business Application Center BARC, a spin-off from the chair for information science at University of Würzburg. Albert et al. 2006 जो एक spin-off था chair of information sciences at University of Würzburg का. Albert et al. Compare 14 APS vendors regarding planning philosophy and concept. Albert et al. ने कंपेयर किया 14 APS वेंडर्स को जिनका प्लानिंग फिलॉसफी और कॉन्सेप्ट्स के मुताबिक फंक्शनैलिटीज एंड यूजर फ्रेंडलीनेस, इनकी फंक्शनैलिटीज और इनकी यूजर फ्रेंडलीनेस के मुताबिक. As not all APS covering modules from the supply chain planning metrics were contained in these two studies, J&M Management Consulting conducted additional market surveys in 2007 and in 2013. चूंकि इन मॉड्यूल्स में सप्लाई चेन प्लानिंग मैट्रिक्स के तमाम चीज़ें इन दो स्टडीज़ में शामिल नहीं थी, इसलिए GM एंड मैनेजमेंट कंसल्टिंग ने कंडक्ट की एक एडिशनल मार्केट सर्वे 2007 और 2013 में. These studies are based on information from a questionnaire that was filled in by the APS vendors directly. ये स्टडीज बेस करती हैं एक इंफॉर्मेशन पर जो कि क्वेश्चनेयर में थी that was filled in by the APS vendors, जो कि फिल इन हुई APS vendors के थ्रू डायरेक्टली एंड ऑन इंटरनेट रिसर्च बाय ऑथर्स, और ऑथर्स ने इसे फिलअप किया इंटरनेट रिसर्च में. नोट दैट सम ऑफ द APS वेंडर्स इंक्लूडेड इन द फर्स्ट टू स्टडीज वर नॉट इंक्लूडेड इन दिस चैप्टर. नोट करें कि कुछ APS वेंडर्स जो कि पहली दो स्टडीज में शामिल थे वो इस चैप्टर में इंक्लूड नहीं हुए, एज द इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ देयर फंक्शनैलिटी विद द सप्लाई चेन प्लानिंग इज टू स्मॉल. इनकी फंक्शनैलिटी के इंटरसेक्शन पर सप्लाई चेन प्लानिंग बहुत छोटी थी. बिकॉज द इंफॉर्मेशन दैट वाज अवेलेबल अबाउट द प्रोडक्ट्स ऑफ दीज वेंडर्स वाज नॉट सफिशिएंटली डिटेल. चूंकि इंफॉर्मेशन जो अवेलेबल थी प्रोडक्ट्स की इन वेंडर्स की प्रोडक्ट्स की ये सफिशिएंटली डिटेल नहीं थी, और बिकॉज द APS वेंडर्स वर एक्वायर्ड बाय अदर सॉफ्टवेयर वेंडर्स, और चूंकि APS वेंडर्स जो थे ये एक्वायर हो चुके थे बाकी सॉफ्टवेयर वेंडर्स से. The planning tasks that may be supported by an APS are summarized by the supply chain planning matrix. Planning tasks जो कि support किए जा सकते थे APS से summarize किए जाते हैं supply chain planning matrix में. The columns in table 16.1 represent APS software modules according to the SCP matrix. Refer also to figure 5.1 on page 100. In addition to the modules shown in figure 5.1, we included two further processes. Modules जो कि figure 5.1 में शो किए, हम दो further processes जो हैं वो include करते हैं. alert management chapter 3 and collaborative planning chapter 14. For each software vendor, information is provided how the functionalities of the APS software modules are included in the product offering of that vendor. हर सॉफ्टवेयर वेंडर के लिए इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइड की जाती है कैसे फंक्शनैलिटीज APS सॉफ्टवेयर मॉड्यूल्स की इंक्लूड की जाती हैं प्रोडक्ट ऑफरिंग में ऑफ द वेंडर्स. फॉर एग्जांपल, whether an APS software module is considered to be core functionality, क्या APS मॉड्यूल फंक्शनैलिटी को इसकी कोर फंक्शनैलिटी कंसिडर किया जाता है, इंडिकेटेड बाय A, और एडिशनल फंक्शनैलिटी ऑफ द रिस्पेक्टिव सॉफ्टवेयर सूट या एडिशनल फंक्शनैलिटी इसके रिस्पेक्टिव सॉफ्टवेयर सूट की, इंडिकेटेड बाय 1. An empty field means either that no information was provided by the vendor or that this functionality is not covered by the APS. Empty field का मतलब है कि या तो ये इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइड नहीं की जाती वेंडर से या दिस फंक्शनैलिटी इज नॉट कवर्ड बाय द APS, या ये APS से कवर नहीं है. प्लानिंग प्रोसेस अगर आप देखिए, प्लानिंग प्रोसेस कवर्ड बाय द APS मॉड्यूल्स, स्ट्रेटेजिक नेटवर्क डिजाइन, डिमांड प्लानिंग, मास्टर प्लानिंग, डिमांड फुलफिलमेंट और ATP, प्रोडक्शन प्लानिंग एंड scheduling, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन एंड ट्रांसपोर्ट प्लानिंग, कोलैबोरेटिव प्लानिंग, अलर्ट मैनेजमेंट. अब ये डिफरेंट चीजें गिवन हैं. कोर फंक्शनैलिटी ऑफ सॉफ्टवेयर वेंडर और एडिशनल फंक्शनैलिटी ऑफ सॉफ्टवेयर वेंडर्स आर आल्सो गिवन. और किस किसने कहां पर ये दी. इंडस्ट्री फोकस एंड एक्सपीरियंस. The supported industry sectors are important selection criteria for APS, as some vendors have specific expertise in certain industries, supporting the planning process of these industries better than other vendors. इंडस्ट्री सेक्टर्स की सपोर्ट जो है ये एक इंपॉर्टेंट सिलेक्शन क्राइटेरिया है APS का, क्योंकि कुछ वेंडर्स कुछ स्पेसिफिक इंडस्ट्रीज में एक्सपर्टीज रखते हैं और कुछ में नहीं, तो इससे प्लानिंग प्रोसेस आसान हो जाता है स्पेसिफिक इंडस्ट्रीज का. The manufacturing processes, the use terminology, the business rules, the planning processes, the optimization procedures and the reporting requirements strongly differ across industries. Manufacturing processes, ये जो use terminology है business rules की, planning processes की और optimization procedures की और reporting requirements की, ये strongly differ करती है across industries. Although the main APS vendor have substantial credentials in almost all industry sectors. गो के मेन APS वेंडर्स जो हैं ये सब्सटेंशियली इनके सब्सटेंशियल क्रेडेंशियल्स होते हैं तमाम इंडस्ट्रियल सेक्टर्स में. फॉर अ नंबर ऑफ रीजंस APS वेंडर्स ऑफन हैव अ फोकस ऑन वन और टू स्पेसिफिक इंडस्ट्री सेक्टर्स. कुछ नंबर ऑफ रीजंस की वजह से APS वेंडर्स जो हैं हमेशा फोकस करते हैं एक या दो स्पेसिफिक इंडस्ट्री सेक्टर्स पर. फॉर एग्जांपल, the engineers that are responsible for the design and the implementation of the system already had experience in these industries. Engineers जो कि responsible होते हैं डिजाइन या implementation के सिस्टम में, ये already experienced होते हैं इन इंडस्ट्रीज में. The first successful implementations were installed in these industries. पहली successful implementation इन इंडस्ट्रीज में इंस्टॉल हुई. For strategic reasons, the APS vendor is focusing on these industries. स्ट्रेटेजिक रीजंस की वजह से APS वेंडर फोकस कर रहा है इन इंडस्ट्रीज को. स्पेसिफिक प्लानिंग फीचर्स आर अ प्री रिक्विजिट फॉर ईच इंडस्ट्रीज. स्पेसिफिक प्लानिंग फीचर्स जो हैं ये प्री रिक्विजिट्स हैं हर स्पेसिफिक इंडस्ट्री के लिए. अनलेस देयर आर पोटेंशियल क्लाइंट्स, नो एफर्ट्स इज स्पेंट टू इंक्लूड दीज फीचर्स इन द APS. अनलेस स्पेशल पोटेंशियल क्लाइंट्स ना हो, कोई एफर्ट स्पेंड नहीं होती इन फीचर्स को APS में इंक्लूड करने के लिए. सम ऑफ द APS वेंडर्स लॉन्च इंप्लीमेंटेशन इनिशिएटिव्स फॉर स्पेसिफिक इंडस्ट्रीज. कुछ APS वेंडर्स लॉन्च करते हैं इंप्लीमेंटेशन इनिशिएटिव्स को स्पेसिफिक इंडस्ट्रीज के लिए, ट्राइंग टू एक्सटेंड द स्कोप ऑफ देयर एक्सपर्टीज टू अ न्यू एरा. जो कि कोशिश करते हैं एक्सटेंड करने की अपने स्कोप को एक्सपर्टीज की एक न्यू एरा में. The main improvement area of an APS implementation strongly depend on the type of industry. Main improvement area जो है APS implementation का, ये strongly depend करता है type of industry पर and the type of the supply chain according to the supply chain topology. और टाइप ऑफ सप्लाई चेन पर सप्लाई चेन टोपोलॉजी के मुताबिक रिस्पेक्टिवली. See chapter 4 for a description of the dependency between industry specific planning tasks and supporting planning concepts and methods. In distribution intensive industries, the main potentials are in the optimization of the distribution and transportation operations, including the deployment of supply and the reduction of inventory. In asset intensive industries, major improvements are possible by the optimization of the throughput, the detailed scheduling of the capacity bottlenecks, and the reduction of change over time. In material intensive industries, forecasting and procurement decisions influence business performance and should be optimized by the APS. Table 16.2 gives an overview of the industry supported by the APS vendors. A remark has to be made related to a metric that is often used by a software vendors to indicate experience in certain industries: the number of installations. The procedure to measure the number of installations strongly depends on the APS vendor. Some vendors take only the number of sites that are supported by their APS. Others count all installations of individual APS modules separately, leading to a larger number of installations. Furthermore, some vendors consider any installation, whether productive or in any early implementation stage, whereas others consider only installations where the customer has announced that the system is being used productively. Thus, it should be defined precisely by the vendor how the number of installations is being measured. Information on the APS vendor companies. Besides the supported planning processes and the industry focus, information on the APS vendor companies are important for the selection process to be able to identify a reliable business partner. Table 16.3 lists the following information: the year the company entered the APS market, number of employees, revenue of the year 2012, link of the vendor's website. Note that, as mentioned before, many APS vendor companies went through a series of mergers and acquisitions, making the historic information difficult to interpret and compare. If you just see numerous references available for this industry sector and limited number of references available for this industry sector are shown by empty hole and dark as numerous references available. These are multiple vendors और different इनके signs हैं जहाँ पर ये available है या कि नहीं है. License fees. Typically, the size of the customers of an APS vendor also relates to the license fees. Whereas APS vendors with larger customers tend to be in the upper price segment. The APS vendors with small and medium-sized customers are more often found in the lower price segment. In many cases, the license fees are determined based on the number of users and the expected business benefits created by the implementation of the APS, measured by KPI improvements as described in chapter 15. The license fees should match the expectations and the targeted budget of the APS implementation project. However, it is often difficult to get information about the pricing model applied by the APS vendors without entering actual contract negotiations. License fees are information on APS vendor companies, year of APS market entry, number of employees, revenue 2012, and websites are there. Edexa 1994 में 150 और 274 million. Number of employees 150 थे और 274 million dollar. इसी तरीके से further are given. For Edexa, no up-to-date information was available. Therefore, we use the last information available from 4th edition. But this is in the continuation of further demands. Implementation time and costs. Besides the supported planning process, the industry focus and the general vendor information and license fees, The typical implementation time and cost should be considered. From this, an estimate of the required use of internal resources as well as external consultants and experts from the APS vendors may be derived. The best information source to estimate the time and effort are reference projects in the same industry or in related industries, as direct competitors most probably will not talk about their experiences. The APS vendors should provide a list with references where projects with a similar scope had been completed and set productive. A visit at one or several reference sites is strongly recommended at any early stage of the selection process in order to learn from the experiences that have been made with the APS vendor and its systems. APS requirements. APS की क्या-क्या requirements हैं? The main result of the definition phase of the APS project has been the detailed requirement list. The list can contain more than 100 individual requirements. In order to be able to handle large number of requirements, these should be grouped according to the planning processes that are in the scope of the APS implementation project. The SCP matrix shown in figure 4.3 can be used to identify the planning processes that are to be supported by the APS. For example, demand planning, master planning, demand fulfillment, and production planning and scheduling. All requirements should be assigned to one or multiple of the selected planning processes. Although APS are a relatively mature software technology, covering all main functional areas, most systems are only partially developed with respect to the full functional scope announced by the APS vendors, especially as far as requirements of specific industry on a very detailed level are concerned. In some areas, the APS therefore have to be further developed, either by adding additional functionality, resolving issues within existing functionality, or better integrating the functioning modules. The latter issue, lack of integration, is especially a problem for APS vendors that have acquired another APS vendor in order to include the systems of that vendor into their own product suite. To reflect the coverage of the functional requirements and the plans of the APS vendors to further develop their systems, the following assessment scheme has been developed, consisting of 5 levels. Level 1, the functionality is not available. There is no plan to develop this functionality. Functionality available नहीं है और कोई plan नहीं है जो इस functionality को develop कर सके. Level 2, the functionality is not available. It is planned to develop this functionality in the future. ये plan किया गया है develop करना इस functionality को future में. The functionality is partially available. Functionality partially available है. There is no plan to develop this functionality further. Further develop करने का कोई plan नहीं है. Level 4, the functionality is partially available. It is planned to further develop this functionality in the future. ये plan किया गया है इसको further develop करने का in future. The functionality is currently fully available. Functionality इस वक्त fully available है. There are 3 options to evaluate the functional requirements according to these 5 levels. 3 options हैं evaluate करने की functional requirements को इन 5 levels की. The easiest and fastest way to get an assessment is to hand over the detailed requirement list grouped by the planning processes to the APS vendors. आसान और सबसे तेज तरीकाकार इस assessment का ये है कि इसको hand over करें detailed requirement list के साथ जो कि grouped है planning processes के साथ की basis पर to the APS vendors, and ask them to provide a self-assessment of their respective systems. और उनसे कहा जाए कि वो इनको self-assessment provide करें अपने respective systems की. For requirements being evaluated to be at levels 2 and 4, a date of the availability of the future development must be provided by the APS vendors. For requirements being evaluated to be at level 3 and 4, details about the degree to which the functionality is currently available must be provided by the APS vendor. The second option is to ask the APS vendors to demonstrate the required functionality in a live demo. As this takes more time and effort than the first option on both sides, the potential customer and the APS vendor, only key functionality should be selected for demonstration. APS requirements. Typically, the second option is combined with the first option. Based on the self-assessment of the APS vendor, critical functional requirements are selected to be shown in a live demo. In order to prepare this, the APS vendor can be asked to state for each functional requirement his ability to demonstrate that functionality according to the following scheme. Level A. The functionality can be demonstrated with an existing demonstration set with less than 24-hour lead time. Level B. The functionality can be demonstrated but requires changes to the standard demonstration models, no changes to the software. Level C. The functionality can be demonstrated at another customer's site. Level D. The functionality cannot be demonstrated easily. The third option is to implement a prototype to assess in detail to what degree a specific functional requirement can be fulfilled by an APS. This of course creates additional effort and must be carefully planned. The following issues should be clarified before starting a prototype implementation. The scope and the target of the prototype must be clearly defined. Only critical functional requirements and interface issues should be prototyped. For example, the integration of the APS into an existing order entry system can be evaluated by implementing a prototype system. A data set for the prototype implementation may be generated or may be extracted from the operational systems, for example, ERP systems. A detailed project plan for the prototype implementation and a budget, cost and time must be set up. This includes the decision of what portion of the effort is taken over by the APS vendor. In relation to this, it must be decided which APS shall be included into the prototype implementation effort. Normally, the number of systems that are prototyped is restricted to 1 or 2. Otherwise, too much effort is invested into development work that cannot be reused in the real implementation project after the selection process. Based on the prototype implementations, it must be possible to answer all open questions that have been included in the scope of the prototype. The results of the self-assessment by the APS vendors, the results of the system demonstrations, and the results of the prototype implementation are summarized in a report on which the selection decision will be based. Implementation and integration. The estimated effort for the implementation of the system and the integration of the APS into the existing IT landscape has to be considered upon the selection of an APS in order to match budget restrictions. Implementation of the APS functionality. The implementation tasks can be grouped into: number 1, the modeling of the supply chain, including the definition of the location, sites, material flows, operations, buffers, resources, etc. Number 2, the customization of the planning procedures and the optimization algorithms, for example, the parameters of a scheduling heuristic. Number 3, the setup of internal data structures and databases. Number 4, the realization of organizational changes. Number 5, the training and project management activities. Typically, APS use specific modeling techniques and representations of the supply chain and employee system, specific planning and optimization techniques. Thus, the implementation approach and the implementation effort strongly depend on the selected APS. Based on the initial estimate of the implementation effort, for each of the APS modules that are in the scope of the project, a rough cut project plan is created. This is done for those APS that are on the top of the shortlist. In order to keep the planning effort low, the creation of rough cut implementation schedules should be restricted to the top 2 or 3 systems. The plans have to account for the availability of the required APS functionality. If one of the vendors has announced that a specific functionality is available at a certain point in time, all related implementation tasks have to be moved out accordingly. In the next step, the functional implementation plan is extended by the required integration tasks. The integration approaches for APS range from vendor-specific integration techniques to standard middleware systems. See figure 16.3 for an overview. A detailed description of integration and communication approaches for the supply chain planning is given in chapter 13. There are 3 approaches to integration: internal integration technology of the APS, special integration technology provided by the APS vendor, integration technology provided by third-party vendors. As an example for the first approach, SAP provides a tight integration of their Advanced Planning System APO into SAP's ERP system R3 via the core interface CIF, taking care of the exchange of master data, transactional data and planning data between SAP R3 and SAP APO. As an example for the second approach, JDA provides its own middleware product, JDA platform, that is open to a large variety of other systems including SAP, Oracle PeopleSoft JD Edwards, Microsoft Dynamics GP Great Plans, and Exapta and Infor SSA Global, and provides a wide range of integration mechanisms, formats and protocols including flat file, table to table, TRFC XML, parsing, message queue processing, transactional exchange and web services. SAP also provides an open integration tool, SAP Exchange Infrastructure, that is open for other systems. Examples for the third approach, integration technology provided by third-party vendors, are enterprise application integration. Systems like WebMethods or IBM WebSphere Integrator, formerly Crossworlds. There are advantages and disadvantages for each of 3 integration approaches. Internal interfaces like those between SAP R3 and SAP APO are the easiest to implement. आसानी के साथ implement किए जा सकते हैं. Base data and dynamic data are transferred between R3 and APO via the internal interface without the need of further interface implementation. However, this holds true only for data that is already maintained by the ERP system. Data that is provided by external systems, for example a shop floor control system, requires extra interface programming. Furthermore, the aggregation of data required to map operational data from the ERP system to a master planning model is only partially supported. See also chapter 8. APS vendor specific middleware products are open to external systems. Interfaces between the APS and external systems are customized. Programming is normally not required to set up the data transfer. Many integration systems use mapping structures, mapping the fields of a data source to the fields of a data target. For example, the source could be the master plan as maintained by the APS. The target could be a table in the ERP system. SAP provides a full EAI system called XI that is open to SAP and non-SAP systems. Standard middleware products and EAI systems provide a similar functionality as APS vendor specific middleware products, with the additional advantage that the system is not proprietary technology of the APS vendor but is supported by a wider range of applications. If you just see over here, classification of APS integration technology: standard technology, vendor specific technology, open only for products of the vendor and open for other systems. If you just see, if there is standard technology and open only for products of the vendor, that is closed. Then if it is open only for products of the vendor and linked with vendor specific technology, it is internal interface. For example, SAP CIF for R3 APO integration. If it is open for other systems and standard technology, it would be standard middleware product, for example, Web Methods IBM WebSphere integrator. Then if it is open for other systems and it is vendor specific technology, it would be vendor specific middleware product, for example, SAP XI JDA integrator. Integration technology. Both APS vendor specific and standard middleware products support the creation of data interfaces between a source and a target system very well. Aggregation and filtering rules can easily be implemented on top of these middleware products. But note that data integration is only the first step. In order to fully integrate an APS with other systems, the integration must be extended to the functional level. Consider as an example the transfer of the master plan from the APS to some ERP system. The transfer of the master plan into some table of the ERP system is just the first step. The full integration requires that appropriate transactions in the ERP system are invoked to further process the data. For example, demand data could be created in order to drive purchasing decisions within the MRP module based on the master plan. Then integration technology. If you just see, if we put performance of data uploaded not critical and incremental planning procedure is there, so net change required for incremental plan adjustment. If it is performance of data uploaded not critical and initial planning procedure is there, then upload of full data set appropriate. Performance of data uploaded critical and match it with incremental planning procedure, it would be high performance data net change required. Performance of data upload critical and initial planning procedure, it would be net change data upload may be required for performance reasons. So this is overall integration technology. Integration modes dependent on performance and planning process requirements. Integration mode, performance and availability. Besides the integration technology, the integration mode has to be assessed. Integration technology के अलावा integration mode को भी assess करना चाहिए. In general, a full data upload into the APS is distinguished from a net change of the data. The decision whether upload of the full data set is acceptable or whether a net change interface is required depends on the planning processes that will be supported and on the performance of the data load. ये decision के whether full data set upload किया जाए acceptable है या नेट चेंज इंटरफेस रिक्वायर्ड है, डिपेंड करता है प्लानिंग प्रोसेस के ऊपर जो कि सपोर्ट होगा और परफॉर्मेंस की बेसिस पर डाटा लोड की. इफ एन इनिशियल प्लान इज क्रिएटेड एंड द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ द डाटा अपलोड इज नॉट क्रिटिकल, a full data upload is appropriate. If performance is critical or if the planning process incrementally maintains a plan, only the changes of the data have to be uploaded into the APS. Some APS like SAP APO even provide an online interface between the APS and the ERP system. For example, new production orders and changes to existing production orders are continuously transferred to the production planning and scheduling module of APO, and the net change to the plan is computed by APO. This enables the continuous update of the production plan and quick responses from the APS to the shop floor. For some planning processes, for example, order confirmation, not only the performance but also availability of the interface and the integrated system must be considered. It may be crucial for the business performance that it may be crucial for the business performance, but also the availability of the interface and the integrated system must be considered. It may be crucial for the business performance that every order gets a quote in nearly real time, that is within milliseconds, even in case of system failure. In order to guarantee a high availability of the order promising system, some APS vendors employ highly available transaction systems like the TIBCO databus that has been developed for use in highly available online transaction environments. As for example, the finance sector TIBCO 2014, the mean time between failures can be used as a measurement for the availability of the integrated system. Post-implementation effort and support model. The fourth step in the selection process is the assessment of the expected post-implementation effort. चौथा step जो है selection process में, ये assessment है expected post-implementation effort का, and the support model of the APS vendor or APS vendor का support model. The efforts and costs that are created after the completion of the implementation can be classified into, ये efforts और costs जो हैं जो create की जाती हैं completion के बाद implementation, इसको classify किया जा सकता है. Number 1, the yearly maintenance and support fees requested by the APS vendor. ये yearly maintenance और support fees जो कि APS vendor से request होती है. The cost for a release update and the typical frequency of release updates. Release updates की cost और typical frequency in release updates की. The cost for the system administration key cost. The cost for the user support key cost. Most APS vendors charge a specific percentage of the license fees per year for the continuous support services they provide to their customers. कई APS vendors charge करते हैं एक specific percentage of license fees को हर साल for the continuous support services के लिए जो अपने customers को देते हैं. Typically, the yearly support fees are in the range of 15 to 25% of the license fees. ये yearly support fees जो होती है 15 से 25% of उनकी license fees होती है. However, the availability of the support centers, the languages in which support can be given, and the range of the support services differ. जबकि language range ये differ कर सकती है. Some APS vendors offer the full range of their services online via the internet, while others rely more on telephone support. It is especially useful if the APS vendor is able to log in remotely to the APS in order to detect and resolve issues. As APS are still evolving very rapidly, APS vendors offer several updated and extended releases per year. According to the guiding rule, never change a running system. One should not follow every release change immediately. However, some APS vendors offer support services only for the latest release. Thus, the APS of these vendors should be upgraded on a regular basis to the latest release, for example, every second release. In order to get a rough idea about the effort for an upgrade of the system to a new release, other customers of the APS vendor should be interviewed about their experience related to release changes. Especially the question whether external support in addition to the support of the APS vendor is required or not to be answered, as external support would require a higher budget for release changes. Besides release changes, general administration tasks have to be assessed. Examples of these tasks are: number 1, administration of database used by the APS, rollover of a rolling monthly or weekly plan to the next planning cycle, administration of the APS servers on operating system level. In most cases, Unix or Windows servers are used. Extension and or adaptation of the APS, for example, creation of new reports, installation of new clients, modification of models, user administration, etc. For each of these administration tasks, it must be decided whether it will be managed internally or whether the task will be outsourced. In both cases, the skills required and the effort generated have to be assessed for all APS considered. The fourth post-implementation task that should be evaluated in order to compare APS is user support. In practice, a three-level support structure is often set up. First level support is given by so-called super users. A super user is an especially skilled and trained end user who is able to receive descriptions of issues from other end users, explain and resolve simple issues, and transmit a complete description of a complex issue to second level support. Typically, the super users have already been members of the implementation team and have supported the APS implementation project in a leading role. Second level support is normally embedded into the standard IT support organization. Some issues, especially those related to system administration, will be resolved there. Internal issues of the APS will be forwarded to third level support, that is, the support of the APS vendor. APS differ in the tools for issue detection and resolution they provide. Again, it might be useful to ask other customers of the APS vendor about their experience with cost and effort related to the end user support for the product of the APS vendor. So at the end, let's have a summary whatever we did today. In the last decade, advanced planning systems became a relatively mature software technology. Many major software vendors, especially the providers of ERP systems like SAP and Oracle, invested in APS technology and provided a broad spectrum of APS modules and functionality. In the early phase of the selection process, the strategic fit of the APS with the targeted planning processes, the industry within which the supply chain is operating, as far as industry solutions are concerned, the budget targeted for the APS implementation project and the planned implementation time may be equally important as the features and functions. The assessment of the APS by these criteria cuts down the number of APS that have to be considered in the subsequent detailed analysis. By that time and effort for the selection process can be reduced. Typically, the size of the customers of an APS vendor also relates to the license fees, whereas APS vendors with larger customers tend to be in upper price segment. The APS vendors with small and medium-sized customers are more often found in the lower price segment. In many cases, the license fees are determined based on the number of users and the expected business benefits created by the implementation of the APS, measured by KPI improvements. The fourth step in the selection process is the assessment of the expected post-implementation effort and the support model of the APS vendor, the efforts and the costs that are created after the completion of the implementation. So this is all about the summary. उम्मीद है आप लोगों को आज का लेक्चर समझ आया होगा और आप लोगों ने एंजॉय भी किया होगा। इजाज़त दीजिए इस कमिटमेंट के साथ कि आप लोग अपना बहुत ज़्यादा ख्याल रखेंगे और बहुत खुश रहेंगे। बहुत शुक्रिया आप लोगों का। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।